What's up, everybody? It's your boy Gaming27. Once again, thank you for joining my channel. Okay, I want to talk about this Microsoft and Nintendo situation, and I wanted to make a video about this the other day, but I was just so caught up in getting prepared for my son's first birthday party, so I was just been extremely busy. But this whole situation basically doesn't surprise me. Because if you watch Microsoft's E3 of last year, E3 2018, Microsoft been very vocal about putting all their IPs, just whatever they can, on every platform as possible. And there's been a very heavy amount of rumors circling around saying that they are going to put their Game Pass on the Nintendo Switch. And plus, they're going to have their Xbox Live on the Nintendo Switch. So, my thing about that is I really don't have an issue with that. I know a lot of YouTubers is pretty vocal about that, especially the Xbox YouTubers. And I understand on why a lot of them are upset about this. Matter of fact, if you go back a few years ago when Phil Spencer exposes Crap Gamer with I think it was the Quantum Break on PC. It was something like that, and Phil Spencer replied back to him I believe he said, "You're upset because more people get to play it," and that basically started a shitstorm. And that right there kind of introduced us to Xbox gamers prepping up to share our exclusives with other people that's on PC, people that's on other platforms. And from what I'm looking at, with all the heavy rumors, it looks like it's going to be this year as far as the Switch owners get to play Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass is a wonderful idea that Microsoft introduced to us, especially if you own a budget. If you're on a budget and you don't have as much money, all you gotta do is pay $10 a month and you have over 100 titles. And Microsoft is putting all their IPs on Game Pass. Gears of War 4 is there, the Gears of War Ultimate Edition is on there, Halo 5, the Halo Master Chief Collection, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, Super Lucky's Tales, and of course Gears 5 is gonna go on there, or in the Blind Forest is on there, and of course or in the Will of the Wisp is gonna be on there. So basically just about all their first party games gonna be on Game Pass, and not to mention a whole bunch of third party games that basically that missed out on the Nintendo Switch. For example, the reboot Tomb Raider series. You got Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. You got Rise of the Tomb Raider, and got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So all those Tomb Raider games are on Game Pass. So even though I've been advocating for the Switch to get a whole bunch of these major third-party games, that's one route that y'all can go if you get Game Pass. That's a good thing for the Nintendo Switch owners. Me personally, I'm gonna still play play the Game Pass on the Xbox because it's a more superior console. And if you like taking your games on the go, that's cool. I'm not really a handheld type of person, so I believe that it's a win-win situation with this. I believe Microsoft, they don't care about the console wars. They don't care about which game sold the most and whatever. They just care about revenue. They just care about getting Game Pass and Xbox Live accounts to a lot of households. That is their main prerogative. So with this situation, I kind of understand on why a lot of Xbox YouTubers are upset, because a lot of them got that mind frame of if you put in all these games, your exclusive games, on these other consoles, then you're devaluing the Xbox brand. And that argument kind of started with the PC when they started bringing games on PC. And a lot of people was upset about that, but then again I was like, Microsoft, they are the PC, so you can't get mad that the same company want to put their games on their other device, instead of just their console. So I kind of understand that. Fast forward a couple years later, now they want to put their stuff on all these devices. They ain't even want to run these games on iPhones, on these Galaxy phones, on tablets. You know, Microsoft, they're doing their damnedest, their hardest to get all their games, whatever, on whatever device that they could think of. And right now, there's a rumor that they're trying to put Game Pass on PS4. And to be honest, I'm not sure if that'll work, because you know how Sony is. Y'all know how very arrogant that they are. They don't want to be no part of any console. They don't want to be any part of this let's play together type of stuff. They didn't want to be a part of the crossplay. So if the Game Pass, if it's gonna start on another console besides Xbox, it's going to be on Nintendo. Let's just be real. Nintendo needs it a lot worse than PlayStation, because PlayStation, they get all the third-party support, and Nintendo, they don't. There's a whole bunch of AAA games that's on Game Pass that skipped out on the Switch, and the only way that you get to play it on the Switch is through the xCloud, because the console itself won't be able to run those games, because it's too powerful for the Switch. And you know, Xbox, you know, if we go down in the future with the Xbox brand, I know a lot of people is writing Microsoft out and say, I won't say Microsoft, they writing out the Xbox brand, because Microsoft ain't going nowhere. Their main thing is to get their services into many households as possible, and not trying to lock it, you know, onto a console. You know, they want to put it on all consoles. So I kind of understand the business aspects of this situation. It's just that if Microsoft, if they gonna put all their games, everything on Nintendo and PlayStation, and of course they're gonna put it on phones, already on PC, then a lot of people will say, what's the point of having an Xbox? Because if you give people access to any console that they want, then, you know, sooner or later, the Xbox brand might die. Because, like, people be like, what's the point of getting an Xbox? I can play it on this console I got at the house right now. So that's just another situation, another argument. Will Microsoft stop making, you know, Xbox consoles? Probably not. But if you go down in the future and think about if Microsoft, if they feel that they're making more money off of, you know, their services on other consoles, and the Xbox is not doing so well, then the smartest thing to do is to eliminate the Xbox brand and just turn it to a third-party publishing company, in which that's what it looks like they're going to do. So, you know, for right now, I don't think they're going to get out the console race, but it seems that Microsoft, they don't want no part of console wars no more, because they want everybody to experience their games, in which I don't have an issue with. It's just, if you're coming out with consoles later on in the future and you having all these games on every different platform, then yes, it's gonna be a lot of questions. What's the point of having an Xbox? So that's all I gotta say about this. Like I say, I have no issue with the Game Pass coming to Nintendo Switch. I have no issue with that. I think it's a great idea. If you think about it, you know, the term Nintendo NX, that might stands for Nintendo Xbox. Y'all remember that with the whole rumors with Nintendo NX? So y'all never know. And plus the fact that the Nintendo Switch Online has been very lackluster, and the, you know, it's just the Nintendo Switch has been very lackluster with all types of features. So this might have a lot to do with this situation. So I don't know. It's just a thought. So y'all just give me your thoughts and your opinions on how y'all feel about this Xbox Game Pass going on Switch, because the way these rumors are circulating, they saying that this is going to be a this year thing, and Xbox did say, Microsoft did said that this year's E3 gonna be the biggest ever. And with all these rumors circulating, it would not surprise me if my kids get to play, you know, the Xbox Game Pass on their Nintendo Switch later on this year. So, like I said, give me your thoughts and your opinions, how you feel about this situation. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter. And once again, it's your boy ActivesiNGaming 27. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.